Come on, friend. All right, wanted to do a little updated photo for the Fenway. Super cute and sweet and cuddly. He's definitely very independent when working with him. So like he's very like interested in his environment and things like that. So like right now there's on the other side of my phone, there's a person walking around talking on the phone. So that is all he cares about right now. My big focus with him is really building engagement and putting value in myself. I just feel like if he's a dog that I try to put too many rules on too soon, I'm going to be fighting that a lot. So I want him to, what are you doing? I want him to have a relationship with me and have fun and want to do things with me. So I've been putting a lot of effort into the YES marker. So real quick, marker is a word that marks a moment in time that I like something that he does. And really what I want it to be good. I want it to be a word that announces the arrival of food. I want that to eventually be a reflexive response when he hears the word. He anticipates the arrival of food, and then we can create the association of, you know, whenever he hears that word, whatever he's doing, whatever behavior he's doing, when he hears that word, he will repeat it in the future. And then we have a couple different markers that all have different meanings as far as what I'm looking for within the behavior, what the reinforcement, what the reward event is going to look like. So the YES, yes, the yes marker, that is the main one that I'm focusing on right now. I really don't think that I'm going to put on too much duration work just yet because he's pretty impulsive, right? Like he's like, I'll do it, right now I'm going to go do this. So when he hears the word yes, he knows that, yes, like that, there we go. That means come take food from me. He doesn't have to do anything past hearing that word yes other than come take food from me. And right now, like he's so invested in this guy on the phone. It's very interesting, I know. So I want to really build on that. When he hears the word yes, I'm not going to just put food out and that's it. I want to add in a little bit of movement. I want to almost tease to build a little frustration in receiving that reinforcement so I can up its value, because right now he's not overly food motivated, which is another kind of demerit that I have with me, is he's kind of like, yeah, I'll take your food, but only if there's nothing else better around. So I'm really having to be creative with putting value in myself. We're in the training room right now where there's not a ton of extra distractions, but of course, because he's so interested in his environment, he really can find interest in like the very basic of things. So right now it's the guy talking on the phone. And probably at some point he'll notice in the other room, Deanna's playing with a puppy and there's kitties in there, so that'll probably capture his attention too. So again, I don't want to put too many rules on him because I'm just going to be fighting him. So I'm kind of letting him move around with a little bit of limitation, like he can't just leave me. And when he gives me attention again, I mark with that yes, and then I kind of run backwards to let him chase after me. I might have him miss it, like if he's following my hand, all of a sudden it goes the opposite direction. I want to create a little bit of healthy frustration to build that value. I know I'm saying a lot of like, he's not doing this kind of stuff, but he's doing really well. He's just a very independent guy, right, lady? He's been very sweet, he's been very cuddly. He is doing well in training. I'm just having to be a little creative. He's done really well with the dogs out in the yards. His best friend is a dog named Cthulhu. He's another pitty, and they make some sounds usually when they start playing. The staff runs over because they think that someone's getting attacked, but it's just them making their little noises at each other, which I'm sure, I think that you told Dana that he makes like the frog sounds. I've heard it. If I walk past his kennel and I have the audacity to not bring him out, I definitely hear him saying some stuff in the kennel room. So anyway, I'm just gonna walk around, yes, and he pays attention to me. I want it to not be easily obtained because the actual food itself is kind of meh to him. Yes. Get away. I might do some like pushing him back. Good boy. Good boy. Nice. Good. A little bit of duration, so good is implying that I want him to remain in behavior. Good. You pay him in behavior with the marker good. Good. I'm going to bring the food to him. Okay. Okay is the terminal marker meaning that the behavior is over. But yeah, right now I really want to, oh, you're switching your collar on. I really want him to value, yes, into moving into my space. Very good. Alongside that, helping him have an understanding of leash pressure. Yes, so when I apply pressure, you know, at first they resist it, right? So I want him to learn that if he, yes, moves towards the source of pressure, back into my space, that comes off, and that is how he removes pressure and moves back into a state of comfort. Fenway, yes, very nice. I like for dogs to have an understanding of leash pressure, so that way I can build reliability and behaviors when we're in a little bit more distracting environments, when he really has no interest in what I have as far as motivation, but I still need him to do a behavior. I want to be able to have a way to communicate, sit, good, with him that I need him to do the behavior. Okay, so applying pressure, sit, good. That pressure comes off when he does the behavior. We go back into positive reinforcement, good. Okay, you'll see the difference between sit, yes, you can tell him about behavior to get that food. Good job, bud. Fenway, yes. Good boy. I know, drop the leash. Whoa, where'd it go? Yeah, go away. You know, you crazy bean. Crazy bean. So, I haven't done too much with leash walking just yet, just because I will play around with it a little bit in here, kind of getting used to Fenway, coming into the heel position. Good. Good. Okay, but I'm not doing it outside just yet because as soon as we get around other things, I become troubled and he just wants to sniff around. So I want to make sure he really understands what I'm looking for in this type of environment before we go, yes, before we get into more distracting, complicated environments. Good boy. Fenway. Good boy. Yes. Place. Yes. Wow, good job. Place. Good. Nice. Good. Good. Okay. That was a good boy. Oh no, you're such a good man. All right. Okay. Out. Yes. Very nice. Good boy. Woo. Hey. Hi. Out. Yes. Very good. All right. If you have any questions, you're welcome to. You're welcome to respond to the email that I sent this video in.